The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back into the Local Show. Thank you for stopping by and enjoying summer with us. Summertime. Steve and Tom, and all sorts of local business. And we do have a lot of local stuff going on. I'm still waiting to see that aquarium get finished.
Oh, yeah?
I'm excited about that aquarium.
There's fish. That's all I care about.
Bill Fisher's with us right now. He's the CEO of the CNY Regional Market. How are you there, Bill?
Doing fantastic.
Good. We always have to start by letting people, know and remember where you came from and why you're there. So give it to us.
How far back do I go? Came from Syracuse, Bishop Blood, and proud graduate.
Yeah.
So, no, since July last year, I've been with the regional market, and things are really looking great. Now that the sun has started to favor us on Saturdays, we had another huge crowd on Saturday, and we'll be open again tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Did you work with...
I was out there in the rain.
Oh, yeah.
And it was crowded.
And it was still crowded. That's good.
We got sheds where you can stay dry. So it's a good place, even if it's raining.
Did you work with Ryan McMahon, too, or just Joni Mahoney?
So Ryan was the chairman of the county legislature for much of the time when I was Joni's deputy county executive.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
Joni left the administration on December 1st, and I left December 31st. So there were 30 days when I was there, technically, but I was...
But you still have connections.
Oh, yeah.
So you can help me be the voice of the aquarium, then.
You got it. Consider it done.
Now I got a couple people in the corner.
There we go.
Very good. So tell us about the market. First, let's clarify the hours, because some people forget what the hours are. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
So this is our high season, and we call it our grower season because there's so many growers there. And from May until October, you'll find the market open on Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, opening at 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. each of those days.
Gotcha. And have any of the growers mentioned the rain? And are they having struggles? Is the rain doing anything good for the growers?
Blaming you?
Are they blaming you?
They're not blaming me. No,
good.
Doesn't really, at the quantity and frequency that it's been hitting, it's not helping them. It's hard to plant, as anyone knows from their own house. It's just as hard for farmers. They really liked the dry days that we've had a little more recently because they've been able to plant a lot of their things.
So things are going to be later this year because of that? Is that what we would expect?
The quantities might be later. They're still growing. Just not in the quantities, but yeah, there's plenty of flowers and other things, including a lot of food that you'll find every Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday at the market.
How about the how do we want to call it, the flea market aspect of it? Are goods, with all this tariff talk and things like that, has it been any more difficult for people to bring in goods, or are they still being able to bring in fun stuff
I don't
to sell?
think they import. I don't think the flea market vendors bring in a lot of things from outside the country.
Okay,
maybe Canada, but probably not.
Yeah.
A lot of it originates locally anyway. The flea market vendors are off to a good start this year.
Good.
They're there more on Sundays than any other day.
Gotcha.
But you'll also find that on Sundays you've still got produce companies, you've got food and beverage. There's a lot going on Sundays, but the focus is still the flea market on that day.
Yeah, I was up there a couple weeks in a row. I just love going to the market. If I'm down here, I will typically be in that area, and I'm like, I've got to check this out. I've got to swing by. And the weather was garbage, but that didn't keep people away.
No, like you
all.
said, you got the sheds. It's covered. It's a nice deal over there.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. So what's new and exciting heading our way?
Well, one of the things we're working on is we're talking to the Syracuse Food Trucker Association, and we don't have an announcement yet, but we may have one pretty soon. Our sheds could be used, let's say, at night. A lot of people are used to going out to Great Northern, and they have a great food truck rodeo out there.
Right.
So there may be an announcement coming soon for something we might be doing as soon as July, where maybe one Thursday night, hint, hint. We might be having a food truck rodeo. The hours out there are 4 to 8 p.m., so you might be seeing something like that. And that's something we're really trying to do, is make more use of our sheds. People know where to find them. There's plenty of parking. They're great for all types of different things, in addition to just our farmers markets and flea markets.
Oh, what about events like concerts and things like that? I haven't heard a lot about that.
We had a concert April 26th, was our first concert in years and years. It was a disco band, live band. I think they had 6 or 7 players. They had a good turnout.
Local band or
yeah, local band. John Peluso. Booty.
Oh, was it the Booty Foundation?
Yes.
United Booty.
You got it. United Booty Foundation.
The fact that you both know that troubles me deeply. It's just like,
but there are a lot of people dancing until the wee hours. There's an 11 o'clock curfew or whatever, so wee hours depends on your definition.
Right.
But in that age group, that was late.
yeah. So what's your favorite part of being part of this whole thing?
Watching the customers talk to our other customers. So our customers are the vendors, but their customers are what we call the guests. So really going down there and listening to the banter and the dialogue between people that have known each other for a long time, that really enjoy learning about what's happening on the farm this year, what's happening with the rain, how can I grow tomatoes, like all the questions that people have. You can go down and find an expert and then buy some food off them.
Are they mostly local farmers, like from around, Pompey, Lafayette area, that type of thing? Or do you get a lot of people from Western New York, or where?
You'd be shocked. It's probably, half really close, but the other half come from 100, 150 miles sometimes.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
That far.
So you're driving that morning. They're driving in early to be part of that.
Oh, yeah. They're leaving at 3 a.m. to get there at 4:30 a.m. and load up and be ready by 6 a.m. So when the market opens at 7, they're ready to go. Yeah.
It must be profitable enough for them.
Well, sure. I mean, they're selling direct.
They're
right?
selling direct. So you cut out the middleman. You can offer great value, great quality at a price that the consumer, our guests, really enjoy, but they are keeping a higher margin than they would when they're selling through a distributor, not into.
So is the rain going to ruin? Is the rain going to delay the corn? I am a raving fan of sweet corn in this area. And once in a while, Jody will pick up some corn from one of the supermarkets, and what didn't come from here? And I'm like, corn, it's nice. But when the corn breaks out, is that going to be still in the mud by the 4th of July? Or do you think that everything's going to be pushed back 3 or 4 weeks? Or do you think things will roll?
I don't know. Let me get back to you on that. Let me talk to some of the farmers on Saturday.
Yeah, he's not a farmer. He's
He's got the ear of every farmer every week.
Yeah. No pun intended, huh? Ear.
See?
But if I don't know the answer, I'm not going to make it up.
Right.
Tom does.
So is the market, does it get any government funds, or is it just strictly a private entity?
So all of the operating funds that we use to operate the market come from the vendors who rent market stalls from us, or from the produce companies and other folks that rent space from us. So M&T Bank has a branch, they pay rent. Market Diner has a restaurant, they pay rent. Okay. But no, there's no operating funds.
Okay.
With that said, the state government and local governments have been very helpful in providing funds for capital investments.
Gotcha.
So right now we're doing a lot of things with the A Shed, with the C Shed. We're building the Park Street Kitchens, the County Executive McMahon just announced in March. And those are funded by capital project money that comes from state or local government. But then it's our job to convert those assets into rents and other income.
Yeah.
So it's really, they're giving us the capital we need to invest so we can produce the operating revenue we need to thrive.
CNYRegionalMarket.org. We've got a market, and it's amazing. I know you're open Thursday mornings at 7, the weekends 7 o'clock, both days. We appreciate you being part of the community.
Thanks, guys.